tell my colleagues about the church, the first thing I talk about is my people. My people are the lovingest, caringest, most supportive people. That's you. Look at your own self in the mirror. That's you. So before I say my very last thing, I want to invite Janny up because she wrote something of her own words that would fit so perfectly here. So I asked her if she would be willing to read this at this time before I give you the very last word. So these are Janny's own words that summarize this talk in her words.
Our science of mind philosophy teaches that everything that occurs in our lives can be used for personal growth and to deepen our spiritual selves. I often hear Richard say, it's all good. But in my human experience, there are times it sure does not feel like or appear to be all good. I am sure each of you have had or are currently having experiences that do not feel like it's all good. These difficulties come in all forms: illness, hurt relationships, a job loss, or financial hardship, to name a few. For myself, when I'm caught in the mire of a messy situation and am unable to see how spirit or good is present in any of it, what I need to do is to stop and sit in silence. Once I am emptied of my angst, I can feel and know in my heart that my God is right there with me in the midst of the condition I am bemoaning. I have found that prayer transforms me, and once my heart is transformed, my perception of the situation shifts. It's as if the scales have fallen away from my eyes. I react differently to situations and people who previously pushed my buttons. At this moment, the energy around me shifts, and my response to everything is different. I become awakened to the spiritual truth that was trying to reveal itself to me all along. I can see clearly now, and so it is.
Beautiful. She read that to me before service, and I said, I'm going to invite you up sometime in my talk to share that, because she's saying everything that I said, but in her own unique words. And sometimes it's good to hear it in somebody else's way of saying it. Ernest Holmes gets the last word to wrap this all up. He says, we know by intuition that there is something beyond what we have so far consciously experienced in this world. Poets have sung of it, and there are moments in the lives of all when the veil seems thin between, and we almost enter into the heavenly state. This is the meaning of coming into oneself. We are still in the awakening state. We have not yet consciously entered a state of perfect wholeness. We know that such a state is possible and that we shall yet attain this reality. We are awakening to the realization that the universe is perfect and complete. It gives. It is love. It is good. And it wills only good to all alike. The time has come for us to wake up to our spiritual identity and to view our lives from that perspective. Let's close our eyes together. The time has come to wake up. And so as I pray this treatment, I begin by remembering that what I'm waking up to is the source of all life. There is one thing, call it God, call it spirit, call it source, call it universal energy, it matters not. Remembering that there is a creative, powerful, beautiful, loving, intelligent, creative force. That is what is important. And so I turn within to the God of my understanding, which is right here where I am. I am created in the image and likeness of this thing called God. I am created in love. I am given intelligence. I'm given all that I need for a beautiful human life on planet Earth. This God that I understand became me. It gave its life to me to live and to glorify and to shine its light uniquely as me. And I, in no way, shape, or form, can ever use it all up. So me, having God within me to shine, is simply my piece of God expression. Whatever I know is true for me, I know is true for everybody. We are all made in the image. We are all given intelligence and love and resources to have an awesome human life. Each one of us was born to make manifest the beauty and the love of this God. Each one of us is here to shine our light and to learn as we live. So I speak this word for all of us who are here on this earth school as we live and as we learn. What I know for us is that we have a silent inner partner that can never leave us. I speak my word for us that as we move through life and as we come upon the boulders, the seeming obstacles, that we are guided to know how best to deal with it. Do we move around it? Do we shrink it? Do we effort a little bit? We each are guided in our own particular way. There is no one perfect right way. It is as individual as we are. But I'm speaking my word to know that we each are guided and given whatever it is we need. As we learn, as we love, as we live, we have this beautiful power within us, and I am so grateful to remember and to know for us what this power guides. I'm grateful for the support here at Harmony Center. I'm grateful for our tribe as we live and learn together. I'm grateful to speak these truths, and with gratitude I release this word into that infinite power of God's law, which can only say yes. And so I let go with faith, and so it is.